Hello out there. We're on the air. Welcome back to another episode 184 of the KNGDOM Golf Show. Tonight we're talking about the upcoming President Cup, singular, right here in Canada, right here on home soil. So welcome everybody across this beautiful country of ours, all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast, everybody in between. And just in case you're somewhere else, we would like to welcome you as well. We're glad you could join us tonight. Let's have a good show, fellas. We'll see you in 30 seconds.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the kingdom. As always, my name is Drums, and I'm joined by the brothers behind King Golf, Regan and Jordan Headley. As we always do about this time of the evening, we send it way up north, see what's going on with our boy Reg. Reginald, how you doing, brother?
Hello. Doing good. Not much to report up here. It's 30 degrees here today, and I had to cut the grass. So I didn't get out golfing. I knew there's no sense anyways with this starting at 8:30. I couldn't get around it anyways. So I think I'm gonna play tomorrow and then maybe shank Saturday and then hopefully golf Sunday.
It's tough, man. Like, it's pitch black already.
Yeah.
What are we, 8:30?
I'm on till 5:30 every night this week, so it's tough I'm gonna try to sneak out right at, like, go straight from the office tomorrow and try to get 18 in, but we'll see how that goes.
And which hand are you shooting tomorrow?
Hybrid, baby.
All right.
Got to stick to it. Got a big tournament coming up next weekend. I'm going to have to use your clubs this weekend if we go.
Look forward to hearing about it.
Have to use yours at Wheat City, maybe. Break in your Cobra driver.
You can have it if you want. Real cheap. Thomas Jordan, how's things out in Rossman, man?
Top of the evening to you, ladies and gents. Things are good. Kind of a weird day today. It was very nice outside. There was not a cloud in the sky the whole day. 25 degrees. We were outside for a bit with Arnie. But I wish I could have spent the whole day outside. That's my only regret from today. But I don't know why. I got some weird, something weird going on. Very sore, very low energy. So maybe I've just been saving it for the show tonight. I'm hoping that's the case. But outside of that, I did a bit of golf on the weekend. Bridge had a group of her friends out. And so we did scrambles. We were scrambling around the Rossman Lake Golf Course with Arnie. Something I would usually frown upon, playing in a sixum with the dog. But there's nobody on the course. And everybody that came up behind us, we just let them through before they could even be mad about it. So good. Bad, who knows, but we did it and we had a lot of fun. And outside of that, it was my least favorite thing about fall is how nice the courses are. The kind of shape, condition, everything just kind of comes together right now. And then we have to pack it up and put it away for 6 months. So Rossman Lake is looking very nice right now. I got a list of courses. I'm going to save it though for a bit. We asked the question on Instagram through the week about the best course you played all summer. So I'm going to share that list. And Rossman cracked the list, believe it or not. Can't tell you who it's from. Might have been the only course she played all year, but Rossman Lake was on the list. So yeah, looking forward to the weekend though, Drummy. We're heading to the housewarming in Brandon. I've already christened it a little bit. But open her up and some President's Cup, maybe a bit of golf on her own too. I didn't know it was a long weekend. That one caught me by surprise today.
Completely forgot about that too till today.
So we get this one and then Thanksgiving, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks.
I shouldn't say we. I don't get any long weekends anymore. But
Is that a long weekend too?
That's fun.
For Thanksgiving.
Good,
Yeah.
good for the boys. Yep. All right, Drummy, what's up in the new castle?
Not a whole hell of a lot. Unfortunately, myself, I'm probably just about hung the clubs up. We'll see if we can get out this weekend. But other than that, it's probably a wrap for this kid. It's depressing because, wow, was it nice today. It's all I could think about sitting at work. First, like, real nice day being back at work. Thankfully, I didn't have to put up with that all summer. But just looking outside, dreaming that we should be on a golf course still. Had a great Luca story. So we were doing bath time. I can't remember what it was, but a couple days ago. And so his favorite song right now is Uptown Funk. The main reason is because he thinks he can get away with saying fuck in it instead of funk. So like he sings it all the time, and every now and then you do catch him going fuck in it. So like it's like, okay, you can't say that. So anyway, he was singing it and like dancing around in the bathroom, and Theo's kind of on like this little chair thing on the floor, and Luca's dancing around on top, like over top of him, like uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up, and then he goes motherfucker, and we just looked at each other. I had to leave the room. I just pissed myself laughing. I have no clue where he got that one. He might have been.
Oh my god. He's your kid, Drums.
He might have been watching Hangover by himself or something, but holy, that's the best one so far.
Plant cabbage, baby.
Potty mouth.
You plant the cabbage.
Yes. And Liz is just as bad as me with the potty mouth, so they're doomed.
Yeah, you might have a hard time with that one, Drums, but it's just words.
Just words. Just can't be doing that at school, or CFS makes a call.
What happens nowadays at school if the kids are caught swearing?
Oh.
Can they just like identify as an adult?
Touche. We'll try it. I identify as a swearer.
I mean, where do you draw the line? That's the thing. I saw somebody who was drinking beers on a boat today, and this boat was called there's a sticker that said I identify as sober.
Well,
where do you draw the line? Well, boys,
there's no lines to be drawn.
Have to be.
We're a lineless society.
It's President's Cup week, boys. It's in Canada. It's at Royal Montreal.
Let's go.
So who's our cheers for tonight, Reggie?
I think it's Mike Weir, and I think it's Mac Hughes, and I think it's Corey Connors, and I think it's Taylor Pendrith, and I think it's DI.
Team Canada.
This actually possibly could be. Yeah, it probably is the biggest week in Canadian golf history, maybe.
I think so.
I know that's a really bold statement, but like
bigger than the Masters.
For it to be a Canadian captain with 3 Canadians on the team at the President's Cup in Canada. If you tell somebody that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, good luck. Not a chance. There's no chance of that happening. Maybe Mike Weir getting an honorary captain because he won the Masters and he's from Canada, but to have 3 guys on the team, and not 3 guys on the team because it's in Canada, 3 guys on the team because they deserve to be there. If there was guys on the team because they're from Canada, Taylor would be there too.
Right.
Don't you
I'm
think?
Kind of sad that Taylor didn't get the call.
Yeah, me too.
Especially after that Canadian Open, like all the stuff surrounding that. Yeah.
But then you kind of see the guys that are on the team, and you just think, like, whose spot is he going to take? Like,
where does he fit in?
Yeah. You always think, though, like, it's a feel-good story. You think like that. Anyways, let's do the cheers to those guys first. It's incredible. We take it for granted because it's become such a norm that there's 3 Canadians playing this week in Canada in the President's Cup. Crowd's going to be electric on their side. I don't know. It's different that it's Canadians instead of Americans, I feel like, or any other country because it's ours. And
right.
I don't know. Like Americans, they're a dime a dozen on the PGA, but Canadians there's not that many on there, and the ones that are there rising to the top of the tour, and it shows that there's 3 of them on the President's Cup team. It's pretty surreal, man. It's unreal. So cheers to those boys.
Cheers. Good luck, boys. Have a week. We deserve one here in Canada. We deserve one. We're overdue.
So they're definitely the betting underdog, but I don't know. Like on paper, it doesn't seem like it's that far off.
Yeah, but then you kind of look at it and you're like, well,
I don't know, but the Ryder Cup,
Xander, Colin, Scotty.
it's the Ryder Cup though.
I know, it's just
Have
those guys are good.
Has the world ever beat America in this? I feel like they have.
Yeah, they've lost 8 straight though.
8 straight. Whew. Honestly, I mean, we're probably going to give our predictions later. We might do some matches, Drummy. Was that the plan?
Yep. Yeah.
But overall, I mean, if there was ever a time to do it, if there was ever a President's Cup that could be captured by the world, it's got to be here. Like, I get it. The fact that you got Scotty, as Reggie said, you got Xander, you got Colin. Like, those are the top 3 in every event for the last year.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, who's after that though? I feel like after that is where our guys, well, I shouldn't say our guys, but Team World guys.
Our guys.
Really, there's not a whole lot of difference there. So we might even have a deeper, I keep saying we, the world might have a deeper bottom than the States do, in my opinion. There's a couple guys from the States, I think, that had some early success during the start of the year 2024, but I don't think that they've been too hot lately. I would say, who's on there? Brian Harmon?
Wyndham.
I hate that guy.
Wyndham? Like, I feel like there's points up for grabs. And, you know, even we've seen historically in these type of events, like Ryder Cup, President's Cup, I mean, as good as you are, as good as you're playing, it's still a whole different ball game when you're playing with a team, when you're playing with a partner, when you're playing different formats than just showing up and worrying about yourself. Like even Tiger Woods at the peak of his career, I mean, compare that to in a roundabout way to Scotty Scheffler, where he's at right now in terms of dominance. But even Tiger Woods wasn't guaranteed every point when he played, not even close.
Where's he got him?
Yeah, I feel like in the course of a four round event, lots of these guys are probably better than lots of the internationals.
Yes.
But the margin between them now is so small that, I mean, in a 18-hole match, anything can happen, and it's becoming more evident in all these team events that there's really not that big of a gap anymore. But like in obviously the 4-round events, I mean, those top guys are going to pull away, right? But I mean, anything can happen with some momentum and with some, I don't know. It just seems like the internationals have more of a, it seems like they're gelled together. I don't know. Like the Koreans all love each other. And then there's the Canadians. I read a thing today that said they all played junior together. They all went to the same university and they were all in each other's wedding parties.
Who? The Koreans?
Canadians.
Oh, Canadians.
Yeah. It's crazy. That's unreal.
I mean, I kind of got that sense last time. What was that, 2022? When I don't think that the world team was like right there at the end, but I do remember watching that and thinking like these guys actually have a chance here.
Well, remember Tommy just pumping everybody up and just bringing everybody together? Is he that glue guy again this time around?
Yeah, it seems like it. And Sonny. Did you see Sonny doing the
Gangnam Style?
Whatever, Gangnam Style today? Holy God, that was funny.
Just a beauty.
He's got that stupid look on his face, eh? Holy, those Korean guys kill me, man.
They're a lot of fun. They're easy to get behind.
Oh yeah.
And then like Minwoo Lee's like the fourth.
Yeah.
And he's Australian though.
Yeah, they're calling each other like, but he's been golfing with them. Like Tom him, Siwoo him,
Sonny.
Yeah. It's just wild, man. I don't know. Those guys are. Oh yeah, Sonny M, and then it was what was it? What they call him? Him
Who?
Wooly. They
Him?
were calling because you know like all the kids say you're not him or you are him.
Oh yeah.
They're saying that as like their foursome. Holy God! And they were having all these putt offs and stuff. Like Barrett's right. The international social media is so good right now compared to US. But with that being said, too, I feel like it's kind of just like the Ryder Cup is the big one for the States. So this is kind of just like another event for them. It's not like
You think it
I mean,
is?
it still is. It still fires them up, but it's nothing compared to like what the
Yeah.
internationals.
That's true.
This is their biggest stage. This isn't
Right.
the States guys' biggest stage. I don't think anyway. So I think it's just like and I think the internationals have that in their favor. That
Yeah,
they
maybe.
seem to give a shit a lot more about this than maybe the Americans do. And maybe there's just not the coverage on the Americans because we're in Canada, but I don't know.
Do you think it'd be possible? Like, I know what you're saying. I agree. I think the Ryder Cup does have more prestige and more significance to the Americans than the President's Cup. Like, is there a way where you can mesh the two together, include the U.S. versus like literally the world? Because how do you have the world without Europe there? Is Europe not in the world?
Well, I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why wouldn't you just do it every single year? Find a different venue across the world. Play if the U.S. wants to keep. I mean, they deserve to. But if the U.S. wants to keep doing their own thing, playing against the world, then let them. Include Europe in here, though. I feel like that would be because you're missing guys from both sides on this, and I felt like that at the Ryder Cup too. Like there was guys who should have been playing on. I mean, it's Team Europe, so they can't. But like,
I
if you
think
want
it's
to truly
probably-
take on the world, then take on the world. U.S.
I think it probably has to do with if they played the whole world, they'd probably lose every year.
Do you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of a good way to do it where it's, but then, I mean, is it fair for the internationals? I mean, they've lost 8 straight. So I feel like it's kind of like the way the whole world works, honestly. This
Rombo should be on this, though, right? Like, if we could go back to live, Rombo would be on President's Cup?
No, Ryder Cup.
He'd still be Ryder Cup? Okay.
Yeah, Spain's in there. But Cam Smith should be on this.
Right.
Cam Smith's not playing?
No.
It's his issue. Oh, because he's lived.
Joaquin too, right?
Right.
He would be on the internationals.
Even with that, I mean, who would?
I mean, you
who
add
would
those
be
two
on,
names.
the Amer. Oh, I guess the Americans would have Brooks
Brooks
on.
and Bryson.
Brooks and Bryson. Yeah, we're torched then.
Yeah.
If they're back.
They wouldn't have Captain America, Patty Reed.
Probably not.
What happened to him? Where is he? What's he up to now?
Just cash
guys
and check, baby.
Do you guys put Patty Reed on your? Who would you rather have on your team, Patty Reed or Justin Thomas?
Justin Thomas every time.
Yeah.
Patty Reed or
I hate Patty Reed.
Keegan Bradley?
Keegs.
Who does Reggie hate?
Cancel the event.
I don't know. No, it should be fun though, boys. When does it kick off? Friday, I'm guessing.
Tomorrow, baby.
Oh, tomorrow. Is it? It's 4 days or it ends on Saturday?
It's 4 days.
Oh, okay. I thought
Right?
they were only 3.
I think it's got to be 4.
I don't know. Now you got me second guessing shit.
I thought the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup were only 3 days each.
The Ryder Cup is. What do I want to do?
We stumped the boys. Barrett will know. Somebody in the chat will know. When's this thing fire up? What kind of
Tomorrow,
President's
for
Cup
sure.
preview is this? If we were to write a book on President's Cup previews, the first chapter would be, when does it start?
Yeah, no, it's 4 days.
Yeah, the Ryder Cup, they do 2 matches a day the first 2 days, right? I think there's only 1 match tomorrow
And 1 match Friday.
and 1 match Friday. So
And
evens
2 on
out.
Saturday.
I see.
And 1 on Sunday. So it's
And
4
then
days.
single Sunday, right?
Round one. Okay. So this says Thursday we got round 1 matches, which is 4-ball.
Yep.
Friday we got round 2 matches, which is 4 sums. Both look like
All
they're kind of
start.
afternoon starts. Saturday looks like the big day, all day. We got round 3 matches, 4-ball, begin at 7 a.m. Round 4 matches, foursomes, begin at 1:40 in the afternoon. And then Sunday, we got the singles. So, yeah, you guys are correct. It's pretty much the exact same setup as the Ryder Cup, except with the Ryder Cup, they jam the first 2 days into one, essentially.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So same amount of golf, just spread. I don't mind that.
For dum-dums, which one's 4-ball?
4-ball's like men's night.
Best ball?
Foursomes is alternate shot.
Right.
Kind of confusing.
Yeah, it kind of is. Well, yeah, they should just call it.
That's
I honestly thought that I honestly thought that foursomes was when there's like 4 people having sex.
I think
dual meaning.
Yeah. And the last minute addition to Team USA, P. Diddy.
The Diddler.
Diddler. I don't even know what's going on.
Not funny at all.
How about 50 got that documentary picked up by Netflix, and it's actually called Diddy Do It?
50 Cent?
Yeah, he's doing a documentary on it.
I love Fitty.
Yeah.
Fitty's the king. So here's the question. Here's the moral dilemma for you boys. Now knowing this about Diddy and other artists who have been associated with Diddy, if a song comes on by P. Diddy, do you change it or do you listen to it and forget about what he's done? Same with R. Kelly.
I have a hard time. I'm having a hard time with this because the way of the world, like I'm losing favorite celebrities every day. I won't listen to his music, but unfortunately, like he produced a shitload of music.
Yeah.
So I can't get away from that. But I'm waiting for the Jay-Z ball to drop, and then my life is ruined. But I'm going to keep bumping Jay-Z till I can't. But no, I don't know. It's tough because I do listen to some R. Kelly, but I think you got to give it some time. Give it some time away. But streaming sales are through the roof right now for P. Diddy.
For Diddy.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I saw 50 Cent's Many Men went up 250% after
Trump.
After Trump played it at a few rallies. All right, moving on. What else?
As per usual, my head's in the sand and I have no idea what's going on with Diddy, but
you don't want to know.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I see lots of funny memes, but I don't know what happened. So I keep it that way and laugh at the memes, acting as if I know what's going on with it.
There are some hilarious memes, but the actual story is wild.
Yeah, I'll look it up one day. Or not.
What else we got, boys?
Well, if we're on President's Cup, do we want to get the first round matchups out of the way?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So I think our time it's tee offs around 11 o'clock tomorrow.
The score is always accurate.
This says round 1 begins at 11:35 a.m., which would be Eastern time in Montreal, which would be 10 a.m.
1 hour.
10 here.
1 hour ahead. No, behind.
Right.
Ahead.
We'll be behind them.
I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that schedule there. Like I feel
10:35
coming into 3 days in the Ryder Cup. It's a lot of golf and not a lot of time, and you can't watch it all. It's too much golf to watch in 3 days,
especially when it's over there. Yeah.
Right. I like this setup. You can kind of, it's the afternoon on Thursday, the afternoon on Friday, all day Saturday, and then I'm guessing it'll be all day Sunday pretty much too if we're doing singles with everybody involved. Oh no,
big couch session on Sunday.
What's that?
Big couch session on Sunday.
Yes, big time.
Yeah.
Drummy, do you have a list of the players to share?
I do.
Okay. I don't know them all myself, so I'd like to get in on the action here.
Well, I'll run through the matches here, and that'll give us the players. Right?
Reggie's probably still listening. He's on Bluetooth.
Where'd he go? Okay.
He's on the Bluetooth.
Okay, so we'll get the first match out of the way. First up, we got Tony and Xander versus Benny and J-Day.
Who's Benny?
Ben Young Han, whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't know, man. J-Day played some good golf this year.
J-Day has been hot. I'll give you
Obviously
that.
not as hot as Xander. Got to go Americans on that one.
Oh, we're picking on the fly here?
Yeah, I think so.
Xander and Tone against J-Day and Ben on.
Benny. Yeah.
Sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, I got to go USA too. That's kind of like a no-brainer, I think.
Second match is Colin and Sahith versus Minwoo and Adam Scott, some Aussies.
Ooh, Minwoo and Adam.
Yeah.
That'll be a good match. Colin and Sahith. Ooh. So these are 4-ball, right? This is like best ball. Right?
Yeah.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're figuring things out here on the fly here, folks.
I'll take the
again.
INT
4-ball. You taking who?
International.
Are you?
Yeah. I think this Minwoo is going to have a lot of jam like Tommy did his rookie.
Says he said he grew up idolizing Adam Scott.
This can't be the first time they played together, so I don't think that's going to like overtake him.
No.
But yeah, he's gonna be my dark horse for the entire tournament is Minwoo.
Who's actually
against her? I'll take
X
the
and
world.
Tony.
Or who's the second match? Morikawa and
Sahith.
I'm going them. They're both so hot right now.
Yeah, so good. Third match we got Russell Henley and Scotty versus Sonny and Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sonny and Tom for me.
I can't not.
I thought Russell was your guy.
Me?
Yeah.
It's Sonny and Tom.
We're not looking for a top 5. We're looking for.
Well, we're not asking who you hope will win. Who do you think's going to win?
Might be a dream pairing. I think Sonny and Tom.
I think they do win.
I think that's my favorite pairing of all time too. I'm going world.
Number 4, we got Keegs and Wyndham Clark versus I can't do this guy's name, so I'm just going initials.
Zayden
and Pendy.
Only one Canadian off the hop like that?
No, there's 5 matches.
Oh,
Connor's in the last one.
They should have came out with a Canadian first match.
He's bringing up the rear, boy.
Get things fired up. Should have started all 3 Canadians. I'm reversing my cheers to Mike Weirs. Mike Weir. My cheers to Weirs.
Max out tomorrow.
I think this might be probably the tightest match on paper.
The world has to have this one. Has to.
I think they have to. For them to have, that's crazy. The third match is like that important, but I think they have to win that one. I mean, they're going to have to win a lot to have any chance, but that's got to be the closest to a gimme for them. I don't even know if that is, though.
No, it's not.
Imagine
I'm still taking them.
No, hang on. No, we got to pick that one.
I'm taking Pendy.
I'm Pendy.
I just think that they're going to be at a disadvantage because there's tough to find 2 bigger losers to play with than Wyndham and Keegan. Why we rattled? They're like, what? It's like at a Ryder Cup event with your buddies, and you get stuck with never mind. Or playing a match on Tuesdays, you play against somebody you don't want to play with. That's playing with Wyndham and Keegan.
Okay, who's your pick?
I'm kidding. No, Wyndham's actually solid shit, right? That's what that documentary led us to believe.
Yeah,
Keegan sucks though. Obviously, I'm going with Pendy and Bezaden out.
Bezaden.
What's the last match?
We got Sammy Burns and Patrick Cantley versus Corey Connors and Hideki.
Oh, that'll be a good match. Well,
Do you
have you
think-
seen any matches on here that like are a guaranteed loss for either side? I don't think so.
Probably the opening one.
Probably the
Yeah.
opening one.
Probably, but at the same time, it's like, oh, maybe not. You never know. As Jeremy said, J Day has been pretty hot as of late.
Not to the level of those other two.
Not in
I'm kind of
comparison to
surprised that they
Xander.
broke up Cantlay and Xander. Those two are always together.
Do you think Cantlay has to play in the last group every day?
Yeah.
The state said nobody wants to wait on him, so he's got to play in the last group.
Donkey. So that brings Brian Harmon and Max Homa sitting for the States on the first day, I guess the first day. And Mac Hughes and Siwoo sitting out the first match.
Just
For
shaking
the
that ass around the
INTs.
course.
He probably is shaking that ass around the course.
Shaking that ass, shaking that ass.
He's just got to drive around tomorrow with that pumping in his cart.
Siwoo and Mac Hughes is out.
Mac Dog.
You know what? I thought that was a bad move, but I don't hate it actually. I feel like if you came out with all three Canadians, the team might be kind of cheesed. I'd say that the team that he's got in there right now probably deserved to be there. The only one I would probably swap out might be Siwoo for Ben Hong Ang or whatever his name is.
And then Mac for CB. So Mac and Pendy versus Keegan and Wyndham would be a good match.
Yeah.
But
Tough. Who's the assistant captains for the internationals?
that I don't know.
Is Trevor
I know.
Immelman,
I
Immelman
don't
back?
know them all. What? Ernie Els.
right? Sorry.
What's his name? Camilo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
what's his name? I thought it was your favorite golfer,
I
Reggie.
know. It just slipped my mind when I said Ernie, and I was thinking about him fighting as I was saying it. I think there's one more.
I'm looking right now. I got a team photo up here.
At
I
the
don't know.
Canadians game?
Who the hell are these guys? Oh, caddies.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? The international team actually had a lot better social media last time too. Last President's Cup.
Who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, I see
Oh.
Weirzy. I don't know who that guy is. Ernie, Camilo. Who else did you say, Reggie?
That's all you can remember.
There's another older guy here. I don't know who it is though.
Are you looking at the picture with the Canadians though? Like the
I don't know.
Montreal Canadians?
No. Okay, so we got our predictions are what? Who do we pick for the last one? Burns and Cantlay, or do we take Connors and Hideki?
Definitely going Connors and Hideki.
Okay, so our picks are after day one. World's up 4-1.
Not me.
Smoking them. Reggie had another U.S. in there.
Who do you have, Reggie?
He took
Collins,
Scotty and Russ.
No.
Oh, no, you took Colin and Seath.
Yeah. Man, it looks like Graham DeLatte's there.
I saw that he did the junior President's Cup.
Oh,
team.
right.
He was
That's
the
what it was. Yeah.
international captain, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good picks on here. I'll pull a Reggie here and show the phone. Sonny with the camera.
Oh, man. that
Man, they
guy's
look
such
like-
a beauty.
They look like they're having the time of their life, those Koreans.
That picture of Sonny with the camera.
I don't know. I think Team World's got a chance. I mean, obviously here, that's the consensus, but I think they got a chance.
Hell yeah. I don't
I-
think there's ever been a year when they've had a better chance.
And on
Except, I
home
don't know. They
turf
got some
too.
dusty players kind of. Like, is Adam Scott good? Maybe he is. I don't know.
He's just steady Eddie.
The only thing I don't like about Adam Scott is his putting.
Yep.
He putts weird and he leaves the pin in from like 5 feet.
Did you see DI
Hard to watch.
comments on that the other day? Kind of weird timing.
A what?
Did he?
Yeah. He
About
said,
the
when is
anchoring?
this? Yeah, when is anchoring going to be banned?
Yeah, I did see that. And then he's on a team with Adam Scott this week.
Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Hello.
Oops.
DI just inside the ropes. Hey.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think they put up against Scotty?
Corey.
I guess it depends on where they're sitting too. They might sacrifice somebody.
Who's their best player?
By rankings?
No, just in general.
I think that Hideki would give Scotty a run.
Oh, yeah. Hideki. Yeah.
It's got to be Hideki or Tom.
Or Tom Kim. That's what I was thinking too.
Tom will take on X-Man.
Or Jay Day. Jay Day's been around the block a few times.
He has. It's just, I don't know.
That's who I think I would throw up against Scotty, either Jay Day or Hideki.
No, you throw somebody shitty maybe.
Well,
Just get rid of
guys
CB.
aren't really lightning bolts on the team, but they still have a chance if they played well.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't put Tom Kim up against him, because I feel like he's better
fair
off
enough. You got to get Tom
against,
first.
Cullen or something like that.
Yeah.
Take down one of their big boys.
It's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be
Surprised to see Max sitting on the bench for the first round.
Yeah.
Bit of a shocker. I probably would have thrown him out there instead of. No, maybe not. They probably know that he's a team guy. We'll get Russell Henley out there early. This is probably Russell Henley's first team event, I would assume.
No, Russ on the American.
Different team.
I know.
Oh, okay.
From Max Homa? No, they're on the same team.
Oh,
Oh,
Max.
Max. I thought you said Mac. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, Homa.
He's been struggling though.
Not a great
Has
year.
he?
Yeah.
Like good, but not
I
great.
saw today he got rid of his swing coach.
Oh, okay. Perfect timing.
No, a while ago.
Oh.
Do we got this is a good question. Have you guys looked into Royal Montreal at all? I can check you out here if you guys have a bit of a.
Apparently
break.
Scotty said it's not a tough track.
It's not?
I mean, they should have somebody else maybe.
Oh,
Like, is
Scotty
there a tough
Scheffler. I thought
track
you
for
meant
that
Scotty Mac.
Scotty Mac.
No.
Let's do a little.
Kind of to that. Did you see Johnson Wagner's clip? Was that yesterday? Where he was like showing off the course and was going to hit a chip shot, and he was like just showing off like how tight the fairways are with the greens, and just laid the sod over it. It went about 4 feet. The guys on the desk were absolutely dying. Like, he almost killed Brandel Chambly. I wish he would have completed it, but like, Brandel was wheezing. He couldn't breathe. It was like they were laughing so hard.
Hey, what happened, Drummy?
Like, you know how Johnson Wagner does those, I don't know, it's like around the course. He kind of shows off the course. And so he was showing off like a hard chip shot and how kind of tight it is. And just lays the sod over the ball, and the ball goes like 3-4 feet. And the guys on the desk just explode with laughter. Brandel can't breathe. They're red in the face. It was brilliant. The guy's just been a absolute content factory since he started doing these things for the golf channel.
Remember he chucked that dart from the bunker?
With Brooks?
Yeah.
Or with Bryson?
With Bryson, yeah. Speaking of
pretty cool, boys. This is a website and a half here. Have you guys been kind of looking at this at all?
Yeah.
That's the course website?
It says for over 150 years, the Royal Montreal Golf Club has been a special place where history has been made and championships won. Throughout its rich past, the greatest game ever played has always been at the heart of this exceptional club. Royal Montreal's 45 holes are a source of enduring national pride. So there's 45 holes there. There's the blue course. I'm guessing this is the one that they're playing if it's the first one here. It says Jack, Tiger, Weir, legends have played on the blue course and made golfing history.
We were going to play there when we went to Montreal.
For the race?
Decided against it.
I mean, it doesn't look like much. Like, look at that picture. that looks like a city course. You can see the
Yeah,
water in
weird.
the background there, though. Pretty nice. The Dixie course. Surprised they were allowed to keep that name. Dixie Chicks couldn't. Championships. Oh, that's not the course. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too much different than like Winnipeg or a Minnesota or something like that. Kind of the same kind of feel here.
Yeah,
Pretty nice.
it'll be nice.
It'll be sick. It'll be sick.
Let's see what the President's Cup has to say about it.
Look at those two.
That's a great pick. Weirzy beat Tiger? Pretty wild. Was that in Montreal too?
It might have been, actually. It might have been in Canada.
We're not going through every video.
The first
Watch
hole
it all
on the course
18
at
holes
Royal
here.
Montreal is a fantastic opening hole for so many reasons. 449 yards from the back tee makes it pretty long, even for somebody who hits a long ball. Not only is it long, but it requires precision. And what is your first shot of the day when your nerves are at their highest point? With the bunker looming on the left side and the rough on the right with trees that are most certainly in the way, you definitely want to be hitting the fairway here. Once you get that dealt with, you still have a reasonably long second shot into a very slopey green, with bunkers protecting it on either side. Back pins on this hole are the more challenging ones, but if you hit two good shots and get yourself into the correct third of the green, you'll have a good chance of birdie. If you're in the wrong third, however, the putt will be quite challenging and you can easily three-putt this. All in all, an amazing opener to one of the best courses around.
Looks pretty sick.
Man, they needed to have like a. Remember when Bryson hit that green at the Ryder Cup, and then just got his putt out of his bag and walked all the way up to the green?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was on the first hole, wasn't it?
Yeah. Travel part 4, and he just grabbed his putter.
It's a demanding finishing hole, and
So they're playing at the blue course.
Not many matches will make 18, probably. Eh? They never usually do.
No.
Yeah. It says
Could be
2007, the
sick,
7th President's Cup was held at Royal Montreal between September 27th and 30th. Although the U.S. team won the competition by a margin of 19.5 to 14.5, or 19.5 to 14.5, Mike Weir's final hole victory on the last day over Tiger Woods was the clear highlight.
for me being
Yeah, fired up.
from Canada to have this kind of support, it's overwhelming, really, and having a tough time putting into words what it really means to me. But I know when I look back at my career, this will be something maybe more special than the Masters.
In a week where the U.S. won another President's Cup, Canada's Mike Weir gave his country quite a consolation prize when he faced America's top player Tiger Woods in a memorable Sunday singles match. The two champions battled all day, exchanging the lead throughout the first 16 holes. One down, Weir squared the match with a clutch birdie at 17
Where's
and
he?
looked to close it out at 18.
This little guy from Canada has stood out in a big way.
When Woods pitched for par at the 18th fell short, Mike Weir secured victory for all of Canada. He outlasted the world number one up.
Missed it by an inch.
And a huge day for Mike Weir and Canada.
To play Tiger, he's the best there is. I had to play my absolute best today to beat him.
Tiger gave it to him. Nice guy.
Pretty cool.
Do you remember on all his gear, it always had the Bell logo?
Yeah.
That used to drive me crazy, and I don't know why it
That
did.
still drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Tiger just dunks that shot at 18. Why was he chipping for par anyways? Like to know the
I didn't
backstory
understand what
on
was
that.
happening there. Must have been for par.
Yeah.
Because Weirzy was on in 2, it looked like.
Yeah.
They didn't show him making the putt.
They said the little guy.
This little guy, and then it stopped for a second.
Weirzy had such a nice little swing there, eh? Lefty. I think he faded it. It was good to see. Miss Weirzy. That was probably. What do you think would be a bigger highlight? Obviously the Masters, but I think that's got to be up there in Montreal, beating Tiger in singles.
See, I
definitely
think that's
remember
going to
that
happen this week, man. Like, I think there's
I
going to
think
be
so
some
too.
big Canadian moments this week.
one. Yep.
I'm going to take
We're
a
ready
quick
for it,
look
baby.
here just to kind of prove a little, not prove a point, but let's take a look at like the team back then, 2007 versus today's. 2000. I said 2007, right?
Yep.
How does that make sense?
Yeah, I was wondering that as well.
COVID.
COVID probably messed everything up.
Did you guys
All right.
see Phil's hair?
Today?
No.
Look it up.
Jack Nicklaus was playing?
Was it playing? I think he was captain though.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what? Okay, here's the U.S. team. I'll bring it up so we can see it. This is 2007 Royal Montreal when Weirzy beat Tiger. These were the squads. So we got Jack was the captain, Tiger Woods, Jim Furyk, Phil Mickelson, Zach Johnson, Charles Howell III, Scotty Verplank, David Tom, Steve Stricker, Stuart Sink, and Woody Austin. Oh, and Lucas Glover and Hunter Mahan. Why are those highlighted, I wonder?
They were doing captain's picks?
Maybe. On Team World was Gary Player, the coach, the captain, and Ian Baker Finch, non-playing assistant captain. Ernie Els, Adam Scott, Vijay Singh, Jeff Ogilvy, KJ Choi, Rory Sabs, Retief Goosen, Trevor Immelman, Angel Cabrera, Stuart Appleby, Nick O'Hearn, and Weirzy. Okay, so that team actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty good team, actually.
I thought it was going to be more. Whoa. Is that recent?
Unreal.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Philip.
What else do we got here, boys? Anything else for Around the Greens, Drummy, that we should be talking about for the week?
AC had another good showing last week, keeping his status well within the realm of the race to Dubai, finishing 35th. It was really just Sunday. It was like we said last week. It's those tournaments where guys don't pull away that he's right there, and he was right there until Sunday. I guess later part of Saturday when those guys did start to pull away. But again, another good showing, another good week into this week. I think he's 8 a.m. ish tomorrow. He's off in Spain for the next tournament. So another good luck to AC.
Lucky fella. I'd love to be golfing in Spain.
You watch the end or not?
Oh, with Rory and
Billy
our buddy we were talking about last week, weren't we?
Oh, yeah. Horschel birdied 18, and then
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
they both birdied the first playoff hole. And then Rory stuck one to like 30 feet in two on the second playoff hole. And Billy Ho knocks like a foot inside of him right after he hit. And Rory misread it. It just went the other way right at the end. So Billy got a free read off him and dunked it from 30 feet for eagle.
Right after I said, has Billy ever won before?
Did you watch the playoff holes? Did anybody watch them?
Made me look
No,
like
I
a
just
fool.
saw kind of clips and highlights.
God, the kick that Rory's chip got on the first playoff hole.
Why was Billy playing over there? Was that the DP?
For some reason, he always plays over there.
I think it'd be a sponsor thing. It was BMW. Is that what it was last week?
Yeah.
It's probably something there, correlation.
BDO. Tough sponsor.
Yeah, that's a brutal hat. That's the worst hat in golf.
It
Honestly,
really
it
is.
is.
It's
That's
worse than
the worst.
Weirsy's bell hat.
Impossible for it to be worse than that. Oh, it's just painful to look at. And it's like, dude. Like,
Just bad style.
winning
Like nothing
tournaments,
against
just-
BDO, but like that's just horrible.
Christ. You should get him a King sponsorship.
Nah, not Billy.
I saw, I don't know if it was from a podcast, but I saw Rombo was talking about kind of how the negotiations were progressing. He seemed quite confident that the resolution will be that players are allowed to jump back and forth as freely as possible. And that he's very confident in the progress that is made, that they're going to have a pretty good resolution relatively soon. So it sounded like he was the hang up last week, and then this week it sounds like he is confident in the resolution. So maybe we are onto something here. We won't go too deep in the live stuff here, but it is good to hear Rombo being confident in coming back, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for all the wars we had on this podcast, I think from the very beginning of it, we just wanted things to work out. We wanted everybody to get along. We wanted both tours to join up, be better, and it seems like we're almost there.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the last thing I had, non-golf related, this one though, but it was a funny clip. I don't even know what the hell it was on, but it was a clip from one of those real estate shows where it's like multi-million-dollar homes for sale and stuff. Anyways, there was this house for sale for $14 million, and they got an offer, and this was in 2015, of 50,000 Bitcoin.
Oh, I saw that.
Which translated to 13 mil. So they didn't take the offer, being 1 million off. And the guy was like, Bitcoin? What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here. In turn, today, that 50,000 Bitcoin, $3.18 billion that guy would have had.
With a B.
With a B. Capital B. Whoo-wee.
Like those memes, the stone memes.
9 years ago. Crazy.
Nuts.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So the funny thing about that, I think we talked about it last week, is if you take that same story, it was 5,000 Bitcoin worth 13 million bucks. That house is probably worth now 25 million bucks. I'm guessing it's probably doubled with everything that's happened. The markets, everybody thinks they're doing well. But so it would have went up in dollars, and then it would have went from 5,000 to probably
50,000
Bitcoin.
No, it's 50,000 Bitcoin.
50,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so 50,000 to probably 50 Bitcoin. I don't know how much that would be, but that's the trend. And then
Crazy.
9 years from now, we're going to look back in the same thing. Except 9 years from now, we're going to be able to say these idiots put in $400 each, and they were able to buy a golf course.
Hopefully.
Someday.
No,
We'll
not
get
hopefully. 9 years will be one and done.
Another non-golf topic. I joined, Rubes had that golf pool that was through his work.
Yeah.
So that guy, I don't know if he sent you guys an email or not.
Was that Rubes or Kenny?
No, it was Rubes.
Was it?
And then he sent me an email for an NFL Survivor pool.
Oh yeah.
I always
Did
wanted
you
to
go
be
in?
in one, so I was like, yeah, what the hell? It's $25. It started off with 365 guys, and there's so many upsets in the first 3 weeks that it's down to 25, and I'm one of them.
You left?
Yeah, and
Really?
I don't know who to pick this week. I'm fucking scrambling, man. Not
So you just have to
scrambling.
pick one match that you think's going to win?
Yeah, but you can't pick the same team twice. And I've picked the first week I picked the Seahawks, and then I picked the Chargers, and then I picked the Jets. So I have all the big dogs left. I haven't picked the Bills. I haven't picked the Eagles. I haven't
Philly.
picked the Cowboys.
Pick our guy
So let's-
Saquon
I know.
Barkley.
Let's see. They got a tough matchup this week. I don't know. So I gotta do that tomorrow. I don't know. But last week I picked the Jets, and they played Thursday night and they won. So I just got to sit back on Sunday and just watch the carnage and just cheer for upsets. And 365 guys down to 25 in 3 weeks.
That's
Like,
crazy.
that's not
That be? That's got to be worth like $5,000 for the first place.
9.
$9,000. I figured the pot would be around 10, but I didn't think they'd give it all the first
Yeah,
place.
I think they give it all the first. Well, I emailed the guy because he emailed this week and he's like, "Wow, how about all the carnage?" Like he's starting up another, another pool next week because it's like
There's so many guys out already.
it happened so fast. Like,
It's all over.
and so they're starting another one. And so I messaged him. I was like, "So, I noticed that it didn't say anywhere like in the original emails like what's the payouts for this?" And he's like, when it gets down to the top 10, I'll send an email out to all the 10 guys involved and see what they want to do.
Mm.
Nice.
But I'll probably lose this week now that I told everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pick the Eagles. You play against me in the
I
matchup.
think I'm gonna pick the Niners. Niners take
Going
on
down.
the Patriots, but the Niners are pretty beat up right now, so I don't know. I'm into NFL anyways. That's one thing. I've watched
Me
more
too.
NFL than I've watched baseball this summer.
Me too. I'm a fan.
It's a way to get into it.
Reggie,
Yo,
should we wind things down?
yeah, I think so.
We got a secondary cheers to give tonight. Definitely a more somber cheers than the Canadian boys. And we're going to start with the show with this, but we decided to save it for the end. Mostly because it was something that I heard. These guys heard a little bit before me, but I heard, and it was it shook me. It shook my world for sure. And it seems like we're getting more and more of these bad news, sudden incidents. But this one, we want to give a big shout out to our good pal Dean Jago, who we learned had passed away over the weekend. Last weekend, I got news on Monday. I don't know how long these guys knew, but I heard out on Monday, and it was tough. It was very tough. Reggie knew Dean a little bit better than me. He was, but from my interaction with him, just a phenomenal guy, head to toe. One of those guys that would do anything for you. One of those guys that we need more of in the world. And it's sad. It's really, really sad because I don't know. It just sucks because you never know when you're going to see somebody for the last time. And he was at the King Cup this year, and he was just sitting like he usually does from a spot at the table, chirping. Friendliest guy. Say he would walk 50 feet if he saw you in a crowd to come say hi to you.
Yeah. Pretty tough news. He every time he came up to Dauphin, he sold advertising with Leech Printing. Reached out every time he came to Dauphin if I wanted to go for lunch. Went over for lunch with him a few times. Always went to Smitty's. Always had so much to talk about. So much in common. I mean, golf, hockey, you name it. 50 minutes flew by just talking about everything under the sun. He went to Italy to Rip's wedding, and we caught up with him there. King Cup, he called me, left me a voicemail, asked me why I wasn't there. It actually came all the way up until last week. He called me on Tuesday. I didn't answer the work phone and left me a voicemail because he was coming to town on Wednesday to go for lunch. He let off the voicemail like he always did. Hey, Scotty Scheffler, I'm going to be in Dauphin tomorrow. You want to go for lunch? And unfortunately, I told him that noon hour had started up, so I told him I can't miss opening week of noon hour, so I'm going to be going every night this week or every day this week and catch up with you next time you're in town. And yeah, that's the way she goes. Funny story though. When we got those tags made for
The shirts.
for the shirts for our debut in the pro shops this year, he took them to his house and I picked him up Me and East were in Brandon for something, and I actually had Easton's mom in the vehicle too. So I forgot what the hell we were doing in Brandon, but I had to pick him up at his house, and it was actually, I think I might have told you guys this maybe actually, when Scotty lost that tournament. I'm not sure who won. When Scotty left that putt hanging on the lip, do you guys remember that? Like it was to win the tournament, and it literally like went right around the hole and stayed on the lip.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That was a while ago.
I went to his house, and I was just trying to pick up the tags and leave. And he's like, Reg, the golf's on. Like, you're not gonna go drive and track it on your phone. You might as well come in and watch it. And Easton's mom and Easton were out in the truck, and I had to go in there and watch the 18th hole and a playoff, I think, with him in the in the house with him and his wife, and Nolan and Cece were there. And I don't know, like it's just stuff like that. And he's like, imagine this, I'm watching the golf playoff with the guy from King Golf. This is awesome. And just like, it was just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he was just one of those guys who made you feel more important than you are.
Yeah, every time. And he never, I don't know, maybe it's just because I never saw him in a bad spot, but he was never in a bad mood. He always just like salt to the earth type of guy that, I mean, he's going to be missed by so many people, right? That's just one of those guys that had he had the network of 100 guys in one, and he kept up with everybody and treated them all like they were his best buddies, which is very hard to do, very hard to upkeep. And he did it, and did it damn well. So cheers to Dean Jago. It's hard to even believe to say that, but
I got one last sip here. I've been saving for it. So cheers, Dean. All right. Well, I'm glad we waited to the end to do that. For sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Good job,
It's a
Reggie.
good place to leave us off.
Yeah.
Boys, rest in peace, Dean. Everybody else, let's have a great weekend of watching some, let's call it INT victory. INT victory. All right. We're out of here. Enjoy the golf, boys.
Saturday, fellas.
We'll see you Saturday. Peace out, boys. Love you. Later.
Good words.
Love you, boys.